appearance of Mary to the native Juan Diego on the hill of Tepeyac in 1531 had a decisive effect on evangelization. Its influence greatly overflows the boundaries of Mexico, spreading to the whole continent. America, which historically has been and still is a melting pot of peoples, has recognized in the mestiza face of the Virgen of Tepeyac, in Blessed Mary of Guadalupe, an impressive example of a perfectly enculturated evangelization. Consequently, not only in Central and South America, but in North America as well, the Virgen de Guadalupe is venerated as Queen and Patroness of all the Americas. Tonight we take you back in time to December 1531 to witness a great event that took place that year in the city of Mexico. Memorare to Our Lady of Guadalupe. Remember, O most gracious Virgin of Guadalupe, that in your heavenly apparition on the Mount of Tepeyac, you did promise to show your compassion and pity towards all who, loving and trusting you, seek your help and call upon you in their need and affliction. You did promise to hear our prayers, to dry our tears, and to give us consolation and relief. Never has it been known that anyone who fled to your protection, implored your help, or sought your intercession, either for the common welfare or in personal anxieties, was left unaided. Inspired by this confidence, we fly unto you, O Mary, ever Virgin Mother of the true God. Though grieving under the weight of our sin, we come to prostrate ourselves in your august presence, certain that you will fulfill your merciful promises. We are full of hope that, standing beneath your shadow and protection, nothing will trouble or afflict us, nor need we fear illness or misfortune or other sorrow. You have desired to remain with us through your miraculous image, you who are our mother, our health and our life. Placing ourselves beneath your maternal gaze and having recourse to you in all our needs, we need you nothing more. Our Holy Mother of God, despise not our petitions, but in your great mercy hear and answer us. Amen.
still, we find dire hate and distress towards us.
We must work hard, and if necessary, break the Indian hands by pure force.
No, Lord Viceroy, there is no way. The shedding of blood will only distance them more from us.
We shall see, Your Excellency. We shall see. For now, this task looks very dead.
Uncle, I am leaving to attend Mass and catechism classes in Totoloco.
That is cool, Juan Diego. But today I feel better. I'm gonna go pick up maize that grows by the arroyo.
Very well, Uncle. We shall see each other this evening. Stay with God.
Juanito, Juan Dieguito, smallest of my children, where are you going?
A lady. I'm going to Totoloco to attend Mass and to hear the divine things which our priests teach us.
Hear and understand, smallest of my children. Mother of the true God for which we live. It is my wish that a church be erected here so that I may show and give to everyone my love, compassion, help, and defense. For I am your compassionate mother. Go to the palace of the bishop and tell him that it is my wish to have a church built here.
My lady, I, your humble servant, will go to deliver your message.
Your Excellency, there's an Indian who wishes us to speak to you. He has been waiting for several hours. We have tried to dissuade him and speak to him ourselves, but he insists on speaking to you, Your Excellency.
Come in. Let us see what he wants.
Upon entering, Juan Diego kneels before the bishop and gives him the message of the Heavenly Lady and relates everything that he has seen and heard. After listening to Juan Diego's story, the bishop showed him no credence and responded,
Come another time, my son, and I will listen to your story more closely and I'll think of what you have come to ask of me.
On Saturday, December 9th, Juan Diego returns to the hill of Tepeyac, where Our Lady was waiting for him.
My lady, I went to the palace of the bishop as you requested. With much difficulty, I entered and I spoke to His Excellency. He received me and heard my story. But by the way he responded, he must think that I'm inventing this story. I beg of you, dear lady, to send someone more learned, more well-known, and respected. For I am a nobody. A nothing.
Understand, smallest of my children. I have many servants I could send, but it is my wish that you relay my message to the bishop. I ask of you, smallest of my children, that tomorrow you return to the palace of the bishop and tell him of my wish to have a church built here.
My son, I have taught you about God who became man, and whom we call Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know you're a Christian, all of you.
And Christian doctrine teaches us to love one another.
It also says, you shall not kill, and you wipe and kill us. It says, you shall not covet thy neighbor's wife, and you take our women.
But my son, not all Christians obey the laws of the Lord. There are good men, and there are bad men.
I know that you fathers are good men. But those bearded white men, they're bad. And they call themselves Christians? No, I cannot believe.
Do you understand Jesus Christ?
Yes,
Have you learned the principal parts of the doctrine?
yes,
Then do you love him?
I don't know. He gave his life for me. He spoke well. You say that he is God. Well, then I believe. But I don't know.
The next day, on Sunday, Juan Diego returns to Guadalupe to the palace of the bishop.
Your Excellency, the Indio Juan Diego has returned and insists on speaking to you. Explain to him that I don't have time to speak with him We have tried, Your Excellency, but he does not understand. He has waited several hours, and he won't leave until he speaks to you. Very well. And God will be done.
Upon entering, Juan Diego falls to his knees before the bishop, and he relates the message of the Heavenly Lady, hoping that he would be believed. The bishop asked Juan Diego many questions. Where had he seen her? What did she look like? Juan Diego responded to his questions as best as he could, but he realized that the bishop gave him little credence.
My son, a sign is needed for me to believe that it is indeed the Heavenly Lady who has sent you.
Your Excellency, what sign do you wish for me to bring so that I can ask the Heavenly Lady for it?
Father, see Juan Diego out and return the freight better. Juan Diego has related his story without doubt or disbelief. He seems to be telling the truth. Follow Juan Diego. I need for you to confirm what he has seen.
Juan Diego was with the Blessed Mother, telling her the bishop's response.
Very well, my son. Return here tomorrow so that you may take the sign that the bishop has asked for. With this, they will believe and no longer doubt. And know, my son, that I will repay you with much care for all the work you have done for me. Go now, for tomorrow I will be waiting.
On the next day, when Juan Diego was supposed to go for the sign that the bishop had asked for, he could not return, because upon arriving at his house, he was told that his uncle, Juan Bernardino, was very ill and near death.
Juan Diego, what did doctor tell you, my son?
Uncle, the doctor said that you're very ill, and there is nothing more that he can do for you.
Juan Diego, what if after local tomorrow, early in the morning, call a priest so they can hear my confession? I am certain I will die soon.
Very well, Uncle. Have patience. I will go to Tataloco. But have faith. And may God's will be done.
attention that Your Excellency is hiding the last past extracts to Sosimo. He should be in prison for the crown of Spain.
I know Lord Viceroy. The Sosimo visit Fray Pedro to attend catechism, and I expect his conversion very soon. And with such motive and in the name of God, I will defend him even though he is not Christian.
But Your Excellency, that is to oppose the crown.
No, Lord Viceroy. That is obeying Christ.
I leave Your Excellency. Time will tell who was right.
Time will tell? No, I think not. God is the one who determines the paths they walk.
Your Excellency, I have come to thank you for what you have done for my people. You defend them from our enemies, you give them food, you teach them, and you receive them into your palace. That's something our ancestors never would have dreamed of.
My son, all is done for the love of Christ, who taught us to love one another. That is why we call God Father. Fray Pedro, have you found in our Father?
Yes, he knows it.
Recite it, and think upon the meaning of the words.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. There is great anguish in my heart. I believe the words of the missionaries, but I doubt the actions of the white soldiers.
My Lord, our God will protect you.
No, Sochi. What I feel is much greater. If only I could see something, a sign to determine what it is I feel.
On Tuesday, the next morning, Juan Diego goes to Tlatelolco, call a priest.
If I go by a different route, the lady might not see me and detain me to take her message to the bishop. I shall go this way, for my uncle is feeling ill indeed.
Juanito, smallest of my children, where are you going?
My lady, how are you doing this morning? I hope that you're fine. My lady, I'm going to cause you much affliction. My uncle is gravely ill and will soon die. I went to your house in Mexico to call a priest so that he could hear his confession. But I shall return another time to take your message. Forgive me, my lady. Have patience with me. Tomorrow, I shall return.
Hear and understand, smallest of my children. Let your heart be disturbed. Do not fear that illness, nor any other illness or anguish. Am I not here who am your mother? Are you not under my protection? Am I not your help? Are you not happily within my fold?
What else do you wish?
Do not grieve nor be disturbed by anything. Do not let your uncle's illness worry you, for he will not die. Be assured that he is already healed.
My lady, send me to the bishop with the sign in order that I may be believed.
Go, my son, to the top of the hill where you first saw me. You will find different flowers. Cut them and bring them to me.
Juan Diego goes to the top of the hill. Upon arriving, he was astonished to find varieties of exquisite Castilian roses. They were fragrant and so full of the night's dew that they resembled precious pearls. He began to cut them and put them in his cima. The top of the hill was not ablaze where any flowers would grow, because it was full of thicket, cactus, and mesquite. It was the month of December, in which any vegetation would be succumbed by the cold. He immediately came down from the hill and brought the heavenly lady the different roses that he had cut. She arranged them with her own hands in his tilma.
My son, these roses are the proof and sign that you will take to the bishop. Tell him to see in them my will, and that he will have to comply. You are my ambassador, worthy of my confidence. I order you that solely in front of the bishop, you display your tilmas and show what you carry. Tell him everything, that how I sent you to the Bayard to cut these flowers. Tell him what you have heard and seen, so that you may convince the bishop that with his help, my wish will be fulfilled to have a church built here.
After Our Lady had spoken to him, he went directly to Mexico City. He carefully carried the flowers in his tilma, enjoying their beautiful fragrance. When Juan Diego reached the palace of the bishop, the friars came out to greet him. He told them that he needed to speak to the bishop, but they did not pay attention to him, acting as if they hadn't heard him. Perhaps because it was so early in the morning, perhaps because they already knew him and he was being a nuisance to them. Juan Diego waited a long time. When they saw that he had been there a long time and wouldn't move from his place, they noticed that he seemed to be carrying something in his tilma. They came closer to see if they could take a look at what he carried. Juan Diego, upon seeing that he could not hide what he carried from them, for fear that they would be annoyed with him, started to uncover his tilma ever so slightly. They saw what he carried. They were roses, fresh, fragrant, and precious roses. They tried to take some, but to no avail. For every time they tried, they wouldn't see real roses, but roses that appeared as if painted or sewn on his tilma.
My son, I've seen something extraordinary. It has to do with the Indio, Juan Diego, who has come here several times.
I understand it must be pertaining to the sign of fruit, which I asked him to bring to me. Show him in.
Your Excellency, I did as you asked.
I went to the heavenly lady and told her that she requested a sign in order that I might be believed. Here's the sign that you asked for, so that you can fulfill her wish to have a church built here. Here they are. Receive them.
Juan Bernardino proved certain that he was healed and that he too had seen Our Lady, and that she said her holy image should be called the Ever Virgin Mary, Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe.
Quisiera